Hi, my name is Tong Zeng. Today I will analyze the company Qantas. Qantas Airways Limited is Australia's flag carrier and a founding One-World member. It flies domestic and international routes. Its website handles booking, check-in, itineraries, and point rail reservations, partner APIs, and airport systems. Therefore, based on this business and data chain, I will analyze Qantas' ICT control environment from three aspects: identity and access management, third-party and handling, monitoring and response. Qantas has launched two-step verification in the frequent flyer login process. Members will be required to perform additional verification after entering an account to improve account security. At the same time, two-step verification is also enabled for Qantas Business Reward login. The official statement also mentioned that 2FA of frequency flyer supports receiving verification codes through the registered email, phone number, and so on, so users can set or update account personal information page. For third-party and data handling, on June 30, 2025, Qantas found abnormal activities on the third-party center contact platform, and they immediately curbed it, saying that Qantas has its own systems keep it safe. The affected data includes name, email, phone numbers, date of birth, and frequent flyer number, and doesn't involve sensitive financial information such as passport or payment. Monitoring and response. After the incident, Qantas said that it has tightened access and strengthened monitoring and obtained restraining order to restrict access and dissemination of stolen data. At the same time, the online customer information page continued to update to the announcement. Based on current situation and undisclosed points of ICT above for Qantas, I will clarify four types of potential cybersecurity risk. This one is the attack of identity and access via customer ATO and employee account. Attacks start with brand imitation, email or domain deception, check-in or points message funnel users to a phishing page, then leverage work passwords or bypass MFA via account recovery. Outcomes include points theft, file changes, and so on. Risk 2 is the supplier-related risk. It means that it is not hacked directly into Qantas' own systems, but hacked into the external suppliers that provide services for Qantas, thus indirectly affect Qantas and its customers. Disclosure note abnormal activity on a third-party contact center platform. Even if its core systems were safe, this confirms the supply chain as an entry path. When the access scope, audit cadence are undisclosed. This is a kind of consequence risk. Once the identity access or third-party platform are attacked, attackers can use phishing, MFA fatigue, or suppliers to enter network remotely and then move and lift power horizontally, lift data first, and then encrypt it, and carry out second extortion at the leak side. Customer PIIs gather on its own systems and outsourcing platforms. If the collection scope and retention period lack minimization, historical copies and export tables will be piled up. Once an accident occurred, the scope of legal notification, customer relationship, and reputation shock will be amplified. Based on previous cybersecurity risks, I will propose strategies for improvements and mitigating those risks. For risk 1, reinforce the front door, close the back door, and watch behavior. Reinforce the front door by enforcing phishing resident MFA and employees and contractors. Request data MFA for customer high-risk actions. Close the back door by hardening password recovery. New device location must be verified. Add rate limits on repeated attempts. Watching behaviors by adding anomalous login rules. For risk 2, start with tiering, put it in a contract, monitor, and cut off. Start with tiering by classifying all third parties by data sensitivity, privilege, business critically into high, medium, low. Check high-risk vendors separately. Put it in a contract by adding a security mechanism that mandates MFA, centralized retention, audit certification, and so on. Monitor and cut off by enabling ingress alerts and anomaly detection on vendor access. Prepare a once-click queue switch to disable a vendor immediately on anomalies. For the risk data exfiltration, Qantas can block entry, limit spread, preserve recovery. Implement 3-to-1 backups with immutable copies. Run quarterly full storage queues to meet RTO or IPO. Pre-stage a double extortion and customer cons playbook. For excessive retention risks, complete a data map, stack clear retention periods, ensure encryption in transit. The data map should include which systems store which fields, for what purpose, and for how long. Any new collection must follow data minimization, set clear retention periods for frequent flyer and contact center data, and enable DTL auto-deletion. Ensure encryption in transit and arrest of all PII. Enforce least privilege with quarterly access reviews. That's all. Thank you for listening.